3,000 years ago, not long ago, a legend was told. A legend of Sparta. His power was great, the greatest among the demons, defeating Mundus, the present demon god, who he was his right-hand partner, to save the human world from damnation. But then, Sparta's story doesn't end there. Sparta's story started a new page, a new chapter, in two boys, his children, his twin sons, Dante and Virgil. But what Sparta didn't know is, after having these children, the family would be divided forever. One of the sons went down the route of power, hunger, and vengeance, and loss, while the other went down the path of humanity, keeping his humanity and cherishing saving lives. The two brothers would have met, clashing with their ideals here and there. It ended a couple of years ago, ended 1,000 years ago, when they finally achieved to their peak prime after the incident with the Clyphot. But Mundus wasn't done. Mundus had problems, and something that pissed him off. Now his so-called way of life, his damnation to the world, Sparta's descendants have won again. But what can he say? But the one thing that they don't know is that he didn't say that there's another descendant of the original demon, the original Satan. And one day he'll come back, reigning over all demons once again. Mundus wanted to make sure that never happened, to stay in power. But that was also taken away from him as well by Sparta. So, might as well watch over, right? See what's going on in the world. October 10th. A day that the hidden leaf village of Konoha would very much remember being one of the worst days of their history in their village. That night, the nine-tailed fox, a being made of pure chakra, or nothing else, just pure demonic chakra, Yauki, chakra, demonic energy, Yauki or chakra, either one, can attack the village. This day was terrible. Lives were being lost as the giant fox continued making his way through the village, as they continued destroying. The Yande Mokage, Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage, the man who single-handedly defeated all of the shinobi of them, all one-hand man that took on a whole entire army by himself, going against the mighty lion tails, the Kayumi no Yoko, the Kitsune Fox, head-to-head in combat, was a feat on his own. After Minato freed the Naitus from the man's control, things were going downhill very quickly. He knew that he only had one chance. There was a big problem. That one chance is starting to become almost impossible. He knows he can't do anything about it now. There's no other way. He has to seal it away into a being. He couldn't seal it to an item. It's not the Shikaku. It's too powerful. He can't seal it into an adult. He can't seal it into a person. And can't seal it into an adult. The chakra and the Yalki rip the person apart from their inside out. A child won't deal. Only thing that can really hold a Biju is a baby. A freshly newborn. A baby that hadn't had his chakra coils. Hadn't had his chakra coils yet, so they can adjust. Because at the time, babies can adjust to almost anything. But he only needed 2 newborns that were born on his day. And the problem is, they're his own children. Twins that he is having with his wife. And there's a problem. He can't bring himself to do it. The Yonde had no choice. No other choice. It was that, letting the fox destroy this village, or do this. Quickly flashing away, as appearing right in front of his wife. The redhead would open her eyes, as her pale blue eyes would look into her husband's. Minato, how's everything going? The Nine Tails? It's not going so well. I'm gonna need Mitsuki. Why? The man wouldn't say, keeping quiet. The redheaded woman would have already gone to conclusions. You're not actually going to do that, are you? Not to her. It was bringing her children closer to each other. As I'm sorry. There's just one problem. I have to. She was taking the child as a woman would say, you sure about this? As a blonde-haired woman with a diamond on her head would have said. As you'll turn to see her as, yes, Tsunade, I'm sure. Tsunade, who were brought back, because of Kushina earlier in the years of the redhead shinobi years. Are you sure about this, Minato? You're damning your child to the left of Jinjuriki. And how do you know she can handle the full Nine Tails? I'll still have it within me. And the other one? Minato looks as you'd say, he can't handle it. He's too weak. His body is not strong enough to handle the Yuki and the chakra. It'll kill him. I can't do that to him. Alright. Separate the soul from the chakra. Suppose that. How am I going to do that? It's quite simple. feeling split in half. It should be divided in two, if I'm correct. Yin and yang. The Yandere will listen to the words of the medic as she'll have some understandings of yin and yang release. And thinking about it, understanding, nodding as picking up the blonde child as he'll flash away with him. Kushino, a little desperate, as terrified as she'll say, they're both gonna suffer so much pain. I know, Tsunade says. As the blonde man would appear as immediately doing hand signs, immediately summoning Kamabuto, as a large toad summon would land right on top of the Kyubi. The giant fox's attention would be turned, as now growling in anger, lifting its body up as pushing itself and making the large fox toad get off its body and growling in anger. Rushing at the toad. Minato saw how the fox charged in and prepared to kill the Gamabunta. Gamabunta, can you keep her still? This is the Kyubi we're talking about, brat. This is the Kyubi, the nine-tailed fox. Just know I'm not really good at fighting a Biju, you know this. Especially something as powerful as her. God damn it. But fine. I'll fight it. But very much. You owe me a drink. Right, drink. I got you. As Minato would do, laugh and chuckle, started to do hand signs. As immediately flashing away with the fox. As flashing to a clearing. As this would have done, the fox would have slashed Agamotto's eye, giving a large scar as temporarily blinding him. Agamotto would throw out his Tonto as the fox uses his large two tails to block the attack. The fox would growl in anger, stopping the giant toad away by using about 3 of its tails. The toad would go flying as reverse summoning it back to Mount Niboku. Seeing that Butu was heavily injured. As crap, it's not ready. And immediately, golden chains would surround the fox, as Kushina would be there. Kushina, how did you? Doesn't matter. Idiot. Do the damn seal. I can't hold her for long. As Minato, thank you, Kushina, as starts to do the seals. As he starts to put down the ritual. Deciding to seal which happened which. He decided to seal. First thing he decided to do was seal with the chakra. Modifying one of the seals. First thing he did, as started doing the hand signs, is summon the Shinigami. Me to the aid as the fox was started freaking out. Now seeing the boy Shinigami. As she saw the Shinigami, the fox started to freak out as thrashing about very violently. This is when immediately, by thought, the Yandere they would tell what to do, as immediately taking about half of its chakra, as sealing the yang half inside the blonde boy. As the growling singing at his concentrations interrupted, as the fox continued to thrash about, Kushina tightened her chains further as the fox shrunk in size. I shall growl, you bastards. I'll kill you, you bitch. After everything done for you, she glared at the red-haired woman. You're gonna regret this, Kushina. I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking... As immediately Natsu was starting to take together more of the fox's chakra. As this continued, the fox started to even shrink even more, shrinking down to the size of a house. As it started to become skin and bone, the fox now being just a hollow shell of itself, of its proud, powerful self, growling out as her voice would become very hoarse, like it didn't have any water in months and years. As sealing together more, sealing the rest of the chakras at the blonde boy, the Yonde would finally really decided to seal the soul inside the girl, as sealing the soul away, as it would be done, as after finally sealing the soul away, it was complete. The Shimigami, after doing so, would see, as very much after doing this, the Shimigami would look good to take the soul, take the Yonde's soul, but something interesting caught his eye. The blonde boy, what's this? So the prophecy has been, so that means prophecy has started. So it's that time. Look at the blonde boy, a descendant of Sparta. I'm interested. This is when, now thinking about it, Shimigami would do as before leaving, so snap his fingers. Very much after snapping his fingers, two light sources would appear out of nowhere. One red, one blue, flying into the blonde seal. As a Yonde finished the seal finally on both children, tightening the seals. Putting a 5-pronged seal on the blonde boy and doubling it 5 times over. And with the girl sealing it off with a regular 8 tetragram seal. After finally sealing it, the Shimigami would see as knowing that this man is going to be needed for the growth of the prophecy. And in a booming voice, it would say, I decided to spare you. For this once, I'll spare mortal who summoned me. I'd like to see what you do from now on. But if you ever do summon me again, just know I will take your life. As immediately he would just, the Shinigami, the god of death, would disappear, leaving. Minato would collapse to the ground, breathing heavily, looking at his 2 children. Mitsuki, the girl who would have had the soul to fox to the soul, and the blonde boy, Naruto, having the foxes Yuki and Chakra. As the remnants, as very much looking around, in the air, all over the place of Konoha, in white spreads, demonic energy of the Nine Tails would just surround the place. It'll be chaotic and untamed. And also, it'll be hard to breathe because of the damn demonic energy that came out the fox. It was just like a radio. It was like a radiation storage or radiation plant. The fox is the radiation. Fox is the plant, but the demonic energy that oozes off, that flows off the fox wherever it moves, is the radiation. The small leftover bits. Minato and Sayas walking up to his wife, picking her up gently putting her on her feet. It's over, she says. It's over. Summoning, as you do a hand sign, cross hand sign, summoning 2 clones, telling them to go pick up his children, as the clones would, flashing away back to the village. This day was forever remembered as the day that the 4th Hokage defeated the Nine-Tails Fox in Mortal Kombat. The day where Konoha had his biggest victory yet. As this day was known as the greatest day of life. In the village council, everyone will be discussing about what happened. A lot of people will be talking about how to recover the village from this troublesome problem and how to get back to be one of the strongest villages up before Iowa, Kumo, and Tsunetake Suna and Mist and Kiri can completely, take advantage of this weakness. As the yellow flash appears, as they all turn to see their beloved 4th Hokage, as people start to cheer and scream out happiness, as one of the counselors says, "Yonatama, you're alive." As smiling, Minato says, "Yeah, I'm alive. I'm fine." One of the counselors says, "Your name's Sama. What is that you are carrying?" "These are the heroes of the village. My daughter Mitsuki." Everyone would be shocked as a hero. One merchant says, Yes, she holds the Kyubi. As she holds it back. She's a hero. She saved us all. If it weren't for her, we'd all be destroyed. I'm thankful for her that she held strong. Everyone, would gasp seeing a little girl, a baby girl, is holding back the powerful Nine-Tails Fox within her. As whispers would go down. "Is she a demon?" "So she's a demon." "No, she's not a demon," one merchant says. "She's the savior of the village. She saved us all." This is when one councilman will say, "Your name's Sama. What about you said they're heroes, as in plural, 2 or more. What about the boy? He, as Minato will stay quiet for a while, as he holds back the beast's power, the chakra of the Nine-Tails. It's not sealed within him, but I placed the fox's chakra somewhere or outside the village walls, far enough where it cannot be used. As the villagers just would nod, understanding, as Danzo would hear this, as silently growling to himself, seeing that the fox, the Nine-Tails, is now completely captured. If he can't go after the girl, he's going to go after the boy, seeing But now the fox's chakra is not still to the boy. It's somewhere else, somewhere outside the village. And who knows where that is. He said it's still an object. That's gonna be difficult. And the only seal that he knows that can actually seal it away is the Shiki fusion, which is even worse. The root covered by the Shinigami. And that makes it worse. A bigger problem, powered by the Shinigami itself. Danzo would see that this was not worth going after, so leaving the Jinchurikis to Minato's servants. But see how the Yonde has given Konoha its its greatest victory yet. Putting this to the side and seeing maybe he doesn't need to stay in be Konoha's shadow protectors. They won the war and just be the greatest enemy yet, the Nine-Tailed Fox. Naruto saying that maybe Minato could be trusted with the hat of Kage. He's doing everything right. So, as he would secretly, in his own way, congratulating the Yonde of his victories. As Danzo would say, understandable. Congratulations to you, to your victories, and to your new family. But now let's talk about how we're going to rebuild the village. We'll expand a few things, make the walls a bit bigger. We'll rebuild houses, and places that have the most demonic energy will be placed very much evacuated places to new places. We'll have a memorial for those who died and those who died for the war. Let's all rest. This has been a long day, as a long day and a long night. As very much this day was recorded down as a great moment in history. 4 years has passed since the day the night was attacked. Naruto Uzumaki no Mikaze, the bald little boy of energy, who would always just find himself in the worst predicaments. Pranking, playing around with others, found himself a lot of problems. But hey, what can he say? He always had a fun time. In the villagers' eyes, he was the unnamed son. But in his mother and father's eyes, he's just Naruto. But, his sister, she's the hero of the village, being known as the Nine-Tailed Jinchuriki, having the beast sealed within her. She carries it with pride. The blonde always wondered how the fox could be defeated. It's almost impossible to defeat something like that. But putting it to the side, never really understood. His mother and father always treated her better than him. Always loved her a bit more. How come? Just because she had the Nine-Tailed sealed inside of her? Is that why? Over time, within the seal, the fox who had grown back had his chakra gained back over half a year. About 6 months. In having all of his chakra back, both yin and yang sides, and about another half a year had majority of his Yuki back too. So being at full strength within again. But it took a lot shorter of a time. Originally he could have fed off the chakra of the baby along with the outside world, but because this brat barely has any chakra coils, it took a lot longer. She was frustrated that she was sealed into a human again. She's a Dan Michaels Fox, like Hayumi no Yoko, the most powerful Biju through all of history, the most powerful demon. How can she be sealed away? Away again? How many times does that happen? Sealed 3 times. Even worse, she's separated from her chakra. She's regained it over time. Took at least, a year. But, thing is, she could always feel her chakra. It was weird. There's times where she can feel it, like it was that close, so close to her that she knew that she could just feel it. She could grasp it. Like she had a bit of feeling control of it. Then there's just days where it didn't even exist at all. Her old chakra was somewhere. She didn't know where. This damn seal was blocking her senses from reaching too far. Even worse, if the seal's blood taking her chakra and converting into this brat's own. So she's being consumed slowly by the seal. Even worse. But she's also consuming the brat's chakra as well. So, kind of a problem. Double-edged sword. As she continues to lay down in the damn seal, she felt it. Her chakra. It was so close. It's right there. She could feel it. She can feel she has the grass. It's there. There's just one problem. She can't reach it. She can feel it. She can move it. It's like her second nature. It's a feeling that she can never forget. As the two siblings will be together in one general area, as Naruto will be watching his sister throw kunai, as he'll continue watching. Very much disappointed and sad, and again that he's been forgotten. Again. Walking away, seeing that, I guess, another time, as very much things will be going not so well. As that's right then and there, the feeling was gone. The fox lost the energy again. She couldn't stand this. She can't. She kept on losing her chakra. And that Dan Yonde is the cause of it. Time and time again that this seal's ruined her life. Eventually she'll get out of here and be free. Just need to be patient. The day will go by. As about a year would go by. Everything would be the same. Ignored, shunned away, pushed away. How exciting. It's not like it's the same. Hey, what can you say? The blonde will very much wake up. This will be his birthday. How exciting. Getting up hoping that his parents would remember his birthday, but immediately see them gone. As hearing the door open, immediately rushing downstairs, opening the door, as seeing his family leave, rushing to the main gate to quickly He scream out to them. Then the way for him as doing so, as he reaches him in between the gates, as it closed, it clamped on his hand. The seals around the ceiling ray around the house would have saw this as, well, the rest of the ceiling ray. So doing as it was supposed to, generating chakra, flowing through his coils and overloading his system as a complete shock of energy, as an explosion of energy would blow back the blonde, tearing up his right arm. Turning up his left arm as he'll be sent flying into a wall with a messed up left arm, as the blonde would feel the very arm being torn apart, broken down as the blood would flow everywhere. The blonde would feel his body is being ripped apart. The excess chakra that was within the ray seals has messed up his chakra, messed up his chakra points, very much ruining his way of life. And very much felt that his arm, good as gone. The blonde fell into sweet, sweet unconsciousness.